Good afternoon all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, June 15th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the SPY IWM and Triple Qs. A bunch of things to talk about. First and foremost, I'm going to use SPY and ES as an inside day today. All we did was gap higher by a couple of pennies, got into M's range, that's it. A little look above and fail. We couldn't even get to yesterday's POC. We traded, all we did yesterday, after M distorted the entire profile, we spent 6.5 hours trading M's range. Plain and simple. It never got resolved. Price probe got, basically, it was accepted this morning, but we traded back and forth through A's high from yesterday, all day, and we closed basically right around it. Our POC is a penny, 9 wide, a penny below A's high from yesterday. So nothing got resolved. We just traded inside of M's range. However, value is higher again. We haven't had overlap in a low or lower value now in at least 7 trading days. We did the same exact thing for the last 7 trading days. We opened near a new high or made a new high, drove down for a couple of time frames for the most part, attempted to go trend down, failed, and then rally. It's been the same thing. Traders will do what's worked till it don't work no more, right? What's been played before affects what happens next. They might be, as old as time, those sayings, but they ring true. Triple Qs have an absolute inside day. They never went trend as the way we did and even Russell did to the downside, yet they go out with a price probe to the downside. Interesting. They only had N7 wide, F afternoon rally high. Russell got down to a very visual point, 40 cents above that critical 228.10 level and held it. They come back, they only end 7 or 8 wide, but again, J afternoon rally high, they had overlap in a lower value. Again for us, we open at an all-time high. We don't get the overnight all-time high. And by the way, all 3 of these indices all-time highs are in the overnight. We drive straight down. Now, I did take a long. I had a good day. Now, again, maybe you could say shame on me. I'm saying we've done the same thing 7 days in a row. Well, why didn't I take a short? Because I'm still trying to trade what the market's telling me at that point. And with higher value and a price probe. Now, I didn't buy it up here, but I did start a long somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Maybe somewhere around midway point of M, because I wanted my risk just to be basically the price probe. And that's what it was. So I bought 424 calls. I added a couple of times. I made money on, I bought a 20 lot. I made money on 20, came down. I was actually thinking about adding decent size in A if we had gotten the price probe. We never got there in A. So when B started, as soon as it took out A's low, I got out. I basically broke even on the trade. So again, I can't complain. Was I looking for a short? I might have shorted if we pushed up a little more against the all-time overnight high. But it opened and really traded straight down. So I don't mind taking that play. I was doing it based on what we've been looking at, which is higher value, whether it was a gap, whether it was a price probe. So again, I'm not upset I took that trade. And then the next 3 trades I took were excellent. I shorted B, C, and D, 426 puts. Shorted B after I got out of the long, got short in B. At one point, I thought B could be the highest accepted price, but obviously it wasn't. We finally took it out in J. I shorted C. I shorted D. Made money on all of them and did very well. And then once I didn't do anything in E, once F took out E's high, that was that game plan. And then we just really did nothing. I was looking for a short. Now, I got a little picky in G. I wanted to see the single prints fill. We didn't fill them. I didn't take the short, and it came in. And then when I did take the short in I, when we filled single prints, I was using B's high as my out. It was only a 20 lot. I took it probably between A's low and B's high. J took out B's high. I got out of the trade. So I was a little picky in G. Didn't take it. Would have made money on it. I got my price where I wanted it, but didn't make money on it. And again, that's so be it. The reason for the trade changed. Once we took out B's high, I'm like, I'm out. I certainly could have gotten back in again. I chose not to, and we really just chopped within a 70-80 cent range all afternoon, ending 9 wide. Okay, Destinations for tomorrow. Upside, 2 and only 2. Once again, 425.64. Today's high and all-time high. And then 426.21. Pre-market all-time high. Again, that one's pretty far away. That one is 75 cents higher than our all-time high. For the downside, boy, is there a lot of downside going back these bunch of days. First, again, we don't have anything to know. Well, we have the POC, 424.45, 9 wide at K's low. Then we don't have anything to today's low, 423.54, so almost $1 lower. Then we have the 10 wide POC, which I really couldn't believe we didn't get. I firmly thought when we looked above and failed, we'd at least get that and test yesterday's low. Not to be. 423.40, 10 wide. Yesterday's low, 423.10, which is a poor low. 422.82, the 11th low. 421.55 daily low, 421.41 daily low, 420.32 weekly low, filling the gap at 419.99, 33-point gap from the 4th, 419.16 naked POC 10 wide from June 3rd, 418.72 single prints get filled at 24 from the 3rd, 417.03 lowest accepted price from June 3rd, and 416.28 weekly low. And as of now, this month's low. And the reason I'm giving you all these is because I'm not going to give them to you tomorrow morning, right? So please write them down because I'm not going to do it again. And I'm giving you a wider range, obviously, because what do we have? The Fed tomorrow. Now, what do I expect tomorrow? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to treat today as an inside day. So if we come out of it to the upside, I'll be looking for longs again until we either fill a gap, or if we have a gap, or we come back into A's range. On the flip side, if we come out of it to the downside, I'll be looking for shorts because we easily could take those 2 daily lows out. At some point, there's like 5 daily lows within $4 of each other, and one of them's a weekly low in the gap. Those things will all get wiped out at some point. The biggest question in this marketplace is, are we going to finally get extension away from these all-time highs that we're not getting and get another decent leg up? Or is this market tired and going to roll over and flush out a lot of bad inventory, a lot of daily lows, weekly lows? That's the question. The volume, again, 44 million right now. Absolutely horrendous. So higher prices is certainly cutting off volume. And now let's go to the charts. And then we could show you what we could be looking for, possibly, either tomorrow or by week's end. Now don't forget, we have PPI Thursday. A lot of times after the market digests the Fed, it makes its move on Thursday because he talks so late tomorrow afternoon. And then we have we have quadruple expiration and SPY goes ex-dividend on Friday. So a lot happening. And then we have the rebalancing at the end of the quarter and a half year. So let's break down the charts. Monthly is still very healthy. This is 8 months. We're in the 8th month. We're one time framing up. Incredible for the S&P 500. Weekly, I'm calling it up. I've been calling it up since we got above this previous high of 422.82. Have we gotten a lot of distance away from it? Of course not. We're only $1.60 above it. That's nothing, but it's still up. But at some point, if they don't get the legs away from here, right? Like here, you went balance, boom, up. That's what you want. If you don't get that at some point, you're going to wipe out a lot of this downside. And then on the daily, again, up. We went balance, up. We've been one time framing up 4 days. Basically an inside day. We had an inside day 2 days ago. We came out of it yesterday, but we didn't do much with it, did we? We have another one again today. Again, we have small ranges, both on the dailies and on the weeklies. Very easy to have outside weeks up or down. So don't be surprised by the end of this week. We can get that. If we don't get this extension away from this previous week, everything's on the table as far as outside week up or down. I hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.